What is up, FPG fam? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Tower Fantasy video. So Global has officially launched. Let me know in the comments down below really quickly, how have you been enjoying Tower Fantasy? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Now in today's video, I did want to go ahead and talk about the summoning or gacha system within this game, because I do see some people are still a little confused on how it works, the different banners and things of that nature. And I also wanted to talk about some mistakes that I see people making with their dark crystals. So hopefully this video is helpful for you to understand better the summoning or gacha system in the game, as well as to give you some decent information pertaining to the dark crystals and what mistakes not to make. So I do hope you enjoy this video and find it informative. And if you do, a sub is greatly appreciated. It means the world to me. We're almost at 37,000 subscribers. A lot of support as of late, so that's incredible. Thank you so much. And if you do enjoy the video, go ahead and drop a like. It just helps out tremendously as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into it, talking about the gacha system within Tower of Fantasy. So like I mentioned, I still saw some people confused, so we're going to break it down for you and go over everything, and then hopefully after this video you'll have a better understanding. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the special orders menu here. We have the choice weapons, the choice matrices, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. I feel like I'm butchering it, so I do apologize if I am. We have the rebirth of clemency, and then we have the reconstruction. So let's take a look at the choice weapons and speak about that first. So this is the area where you can consider this to be the standard banner. You have the gold nucleus, and then you have the black nucleus option. So if we take a look at the gold nucleus option first, the difference between the two is, one, obviously this one takes the gold nucleus, which you're not going to be able to obtain as many as the black nucleus in the open world. But with the gold nucleuses, you do have the opportunity to pull on this part of the standard banner where there is a pity. So you have the 30 guaranteed, and then you have the 80 pity. And then if you take a look at the more info, you actually have a higher drop chance of 0.75% to get an SSR weapon, where we'll take a look at the black nucleus here in just a second. The drop chance is much lower, and then of course you have the ability to obtain the standard SSR weapons here, or simulacras. So keep that in mind. Now if we go over to the black nucleus, here you are going to get a lot more of these in the open world. They're just literally everywhere, so you're gonna get a plethora of these. But the thing about the black nucleus is, like I mentioned earlier, it's a lower drop percent chance for the SSR weapon at only 0.3%, but it is still the same standard simulacras that you'll get here, like you do on the gold nucleus that you can find in the SSR selectors. So that is the main difference between the two. One, the gold nucleus is not as plentiful, but you have a pity and you have a higher drop chance. The black nucleus, a lot more plentiful, but there is no pity and it is a much lower drop chance. So that is the difference between the two. Now the choice matrices here is very similar to like what we spoke about on the standard banner for the choice weapons. It's just for the matrices, or essentially artifacts. And here you have a 1.7% chance. It takes that material up there, and you can see these are all the ones that you can obtain here, and you have a 40 pity for this one. So that is the choice matrices. And then if we take a look at the rebirth of clemency, now this is the banner that is going to be for the limited up drop rate simulacra or weapon at the time. So in this particular situation, it is Nemesis, and these take a special nucleus, the red nucleus, and we're going to go more into detail about this here in just a second. But the red nucleus is what you're going to use to pull on the limited up drop rate weapons or simulacras. And if you take a look here, you can see the percentage is 0.75% up to an overall 2%, and then it has a 50% chance of being the current chance up, which is Venus, which is the weapon for Nemesis. So whenever you pull an SSR, it's a 50% chance to be Nemesis, so that's why it's an up drop rate chance. But if you take a look at the banner, it has all these standard SSR simulacras in there, and then including Nemesis. So that is the red nucleuses. And then we have the reconstruction, which will be the matrices or artifacts for said weapon or simulacra that you'll be able to place on them. So for this one, it is particular to Nemesis or Venus, the weapon, and you can see the set bonuses, and it's the 40 pity as well. I believe the same percentage chance. It's actually up to a 4.2% overall chance on this one. So keep that in mind when it comes to the banner. So hopefully that gives you a clear understanding between all of the banners here and what you're going to be pulling for. Now the mistake that I see people making So if we go over here, and if we go over to the shop, the mistake that I see people making is within their dark crystals. So a lot of people with their dark crystals are using them for gold nucleus, and that's a mistake. The reason being is because the dark crystals are something that you can obtain in abundance within just doing events and clearing, you know, the open world and exploring. But I see a lot of people using them on the gold nucleus, which is understandable because one, that's the first banner that you see when you go to the special orders, and then you got the pity and everything associated with it. So people are trying to get more gold nucleus to hit pity and to get their SSR, but I'm saying that's a mistake because you can get the gold nucleuses out in the open world, albeit not as plentiful, but you will get them enough to go ahead and do your pities, plus you're getting them in box, things like that. So I don't advise using your dark crystals for the gold nucleus. I rather you use them for the red nucleus, and the reason being is because one, I don't believe there's a real way to obtain these out in the open world. At least I haven't seen it. I believe you can only obtain them through the dark crystals, and if you purchase them with like within the limited packs and things of that nature. So they're much harder to get a hold of, not to mention they're for the limited character. But like I mentioned earlier with the limited characters, if you go to the special order, you go to the limited character, not only do you have the chance to get the limited characters, but those SSRs that are all within the gold nucleus are also here as well. Not only that, you have the black nucleus that you can use to get the standard weapons or simulacras as well. So there's no real benefit, in my opinion, to get the gold nucleuses with the dark crystals. The only way I can see it being a benefit is if you're like on, you know, if you're on like 78 of 80 and you just need to get like 2 more, obviously, then go for it, right? But in my opinion, the overall benefit is just to use your dark crystals for the red nucleus, so that way you have a chance to get, you know, the limited character or simulacra, as well as you have the opportunity to get any of these that you were looking forward to getting in the other one anyways. So that is just my recommendation. That's the mistake that I hope people avoid, and hopefully once again this video was helpful for you. Hopefully you got something from it, and obviously this is more catered toward newer players of the game. I know everybody's pretty much new, but if you've been playing or you're a veteran or have a good understanding of the gacha system and how things work, obviously this video wasn't meant for you. But anyways guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name is Cody, but you can call me further. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.